I'm Tom Gensel, PSBA Executive Director. Public education in our state is over 175 years old, and from the beginning it has relied on local community leaders, those who serve on school boards, in order to be effective. I think the reason for that was that legislators understood that if public schools were going to be owned by the public, they needed to be led by local community leaders. And so your service on a school board is absolutely essential to the success of our public school system. It didn't take long after school boards were created for them to come together and form their own association to provide assistance and support to help them do their jobs better. And that really is what PSBA, Pennsylvania School Boards Association, is all about. From the beginning, we have existed to try to make sure that local school board members have the information and the assistance that you need in order to do your job well. A lot of that deals with advocacy and make sure that your views are being represented in the legislature and in the courts. But an awful lot has to do with providing information and assistance. And every other year, in odd-numbered years, we have school board elections, and we see a lot of new folks coming onto school boards, and sometimes during the course of other years as folks resign and move out of school districts. And we're always there to help new board members come onto the board and feel ready to serve. And in fact, I want to talk just briefly about some ways that we do that. We start by sending out a welcome packet, making sure that everybody knows about the organization and some of the services we provide and some of the staff members that you can call. We do a lot of training programs for board members, particularly around the essence of school board service. The first course that we offer to new board members is, I'm a board member, now what? Answering a lot of the basic questions that you might have. Other courses deal with the law and budgeting and the critical link between school board service and student achievement. We provide a lot of publications that you'll be receiving as a board member. The School Leader News is a bi-weekly publication that provides a great deal of information about developments in Harrisburg and Washington and around the country affecting public education. And the bi-monthly magazine, PSBA Bulletin, is well regarded as one of the premier sources of information about public education. Terrific articles drilling down on critical issues facing school districts. The December 2009 Bulletin will include special features talking about the PSBA services and our staff and giving you a personal introduction to the folks who work at headquarters and are available all the time to support you. Our website also has a lot of great information. PSBA.org is really a go-to place for school board members. And there's a special tab on there for new board members, and we encourage you to go there and visit that often. And throughout the year, a lot of other material and information provided, but always a toll-free number, 800-932-0588, will take you right to PSBA headquarters, and we encourage you to call whenever you have a question. I want to close by just talking very briefly about some important work that our association has done that I think really speaks directly to the work that board members do, and I think that new board members need to be particularly aware of. We asked ourselves the question, what is an effective school board? How do you know one when you see it? And really more importantly, what can we do to help all school boards become more effective? And this was important because research and our own experience has shown that what school boards do and where they spend their time and their energy does impact student achievement. And so boards are a critical part of making sure that we serve all students well. The standards of effective governance, which are also featured on our website, have been adopted by over 80% of the school districts statewide, and we hope someday by 100%. But now that boards have adopted it, the question becomes, so what? How's that affecting the work that you're doing? So PSBA is providing benchmarks and a lot of services to help boards improve their own performance and to look at ways that they can target their efforts more effectively. And I encourage particularly new board members to look at those standards, become familiar with them, and all boards to readopt those standards periodically as a restatement of your commitment to those highest ideals of school board service. So welcome aboard. We look forward to working with you. please call whenever we can be of help.